Alright, welcome to the office this morning. I'm going to talk about Eink today because I got in touch with the Eink PR company. They gave me an opportunity to talk to an exec at Eink. Eink is the name of the company that actually produces the majority of these, what we might call e-paper screens. They produce pretty much all of the ones that you'll see on Kindles and most of them that you'll see on every other device. They're obviously launching colour at the moment with Kaleido. They're on to Kaleido 3, although most devices that you buy are probably Kaleido 2 or Kaleido 2 Plus. And there's some really interesting things about what they're calling Eink Gallery. And now Eink Gallery is going to be like sort of a poster that can change, and it will look like paper, it will look like a paper poster, but you'll be able to change it at any moment. The majority of their screens are actually smaller ones. One of the largest markets for Eink is actually the little labels in supermarkets and things which can be automatically updated. The Eink PR company, they sent me some press releases that they've been working on. One of the really fascinating things about Eink is their green credentials, because of course an e-paper screen takes a lot less power than an equivalent LCD, and to be read in bright sunlight an LCD screen needs to be really bright. A larger Eink screen can actually use a lot less energy, and that of course is going to be a good thing. So lower power is less of a carbon footprint. So there's a reason why I think I'm so passionate about Eink, beyond the obvious personal benefits of less eye strain, great battery life, and all of those other things. And they're even talking about ways to reduce the reflected blue light, not just blue light from a bright screen. And LCD screens and OLED screens need to have really bright blue lights to give natural looking colours, and that can lead to eye strain and even eye damage if you're using screens for long periods of time. And if you haven't yet used an Eink tablet, I strongly suggest you have a look at one of my videos, because there's loads of benefits of those great devices. So my questions really are actually questions for you. What would you like me to ask that Eink executive when I get that chance to interview them? And if you've got anything that you've been interested to know about Eink and their future, then please do put a comment with it and I'll put that to the Eink exec. Questions I'm going to ask already is, well, I'm going to ask what their take on the benefits of Eink is, and I'm going to ask them for evidence, because you know this is evaluate everything and we don't just have hearsay. We want to see what evidence they have for the benefits of Eink. I'm going to ask, will we ever be able to watch videos on Eink? Is that really what we want from Eink as well? And I'm going to talk about, well, can we run the same apps as we can on our iPads and Android devices, Android phones on Eink ever? Or is actually that up to the manufacturers of the devices rather than the manufacturers of the screen? The last thing I'm going to ask them about is about the cost, because one of the reasons why people don't get into an Eink tablet is because it costs so much more than an iPad. And that's because really the volume of Eink screens that are sold of that size are a lot lower. They sell loads and loads of smaller, the 6-inch and 7.8 that go into the normal e-readers. They sell loads of those, so they are relatively cheap. But I want to know if Eink can get to a point where a 10.3 or even a 13.3, that's the A5 and the A4 size screen, can actually be really affordable. And then we can get Eink devices into the hands of the people who could use them the best, which actually is students. So that's quite an interesting proposition for them. That's kind of like my challenge. In one way, that's why I'm interested to make Eink devices more popular, to sort of contribute in my own small way making these videos to make Eink devices that bit more popular, will hopefully bring the cost down so more people can access them. So that's my question to you. What questions do you want me to ask them? My other question is, well, what would a dream Eink tablet look like to you? Would it be A4 size colour screen, Wacom layer, as light and as thin as a magazine? Would you be able to fold it in half so it could go into any bag or even a pocket and still open up to be like book format or big paper format? What would be the ideal Eink tablet for you? Thanks so much for watching. If you want to know more about why you should buy an Eink tablet, click this video here.